Notre Dame left tackle Joe Alt is my #1 tackle in the 2024 draft class. He's my 4th ranked player overall. He ranks 6th on the consensus board at the time of this recording. Pretty much everyone has him in the top 6 or 7. Mel Kiper has him at 10. Walter Football has him at 18. But he's going to be one of the first players off the board. He's the 2nd ranked tackle on the consensus board right now, but I have him as the best tackle in this class, just ahead of Olu Fashanu. At 6'8", 317 pounds, he has long arms, and he really maximizes that length with every aspect of his play. One of the most impressive parts about Joe Alt's tape is what he's able to do at the 2nd level. Not only does he have really good body control and awareness when it comes to locating 2nd level defenders, he's able to latch on in open space and then use that length to completely eliminate them from the play. He gets his hands on them, locks his arms, stays attached, and just drives them away from the run. For the most part, he's also a very powerful run blocker. He can pretty much just cave in his side of the line of scrimmage. Running a slant to Joe Alt's side, you better hope that you're slanting in the direction of the run, because if not, he's just going to take advantage of that initial momentum and wash you out of the play. And when he can catch defenders off balance or in an unfavorable position, he has the leg drive and tenacity to finish blocks pretty consistently. And then I wouldn't call him an elite athlete, but he definitely has the speed and explosiveness to execute as a puller. In Notre Dame's scheme, they pull their tackles pretty often, and he's able to outpace the ball carrier, locate 2nd level defenders. But for as many dominant pancake blocks as he has on tape, he isn't the most powerful one-on-one blocker at the point of attack. When he's having to drive defensive linemen against their will, against the flow of the run, his upright, top-heavy build does give him some issues when it comes to generating that power. He's usually going to be playing with a higher pad level than the guys he's going up against, and that can make it easy for them to stand him up on down blocks. And to really generate that leverage, he sometimes needs to lean into down blocks, and that makes him susceptible to swim moves where he's overextending. The defender's able to just take advantage of that momentum and swim over the top. But overall, I think he's a really good run blocker. That is what puts him ahead of Olu Fashanu for me, and he's definitely much improved from last year. In pass pro, he plays with textbook measured hand usage, really good strike timing. He's comfortable working with independent hands, resetting his punch throughout the rep. He's able to multitask with his hands. He can have that inside hand strike down the middle to establish separation, and then use his outside hand to defeat the chop or swipe or whatever the pass rusher's throwing at him. His jump set is pretty much lethal. He has the explosiveness and length to get into a pass rusher's frame and end the rep before it starts. And to match his refined hand usage, he has excellent footwork, consistently stays square to the block as he punches and resets his hands. He has, I would say, adequate pocket range. You don't really ever see him lose to speed rushes, but his length and his initial hand placement definitely helps give him an edge in those situations. Even when he could potentially give up the corner, he's almost always got his hands attached, and he can just drive those speed rushes into the ground. And then at 6'8", his fluidity and body control is incredible. He can mirror those in and out moves with his feet, stay in front of the pass rusher, and just glide around the pocket. I don't see this as a major weakness for Joe Alt, but there are times that he has kind of a soft inside hand. Pass rushers will get to the top of the rush, and then they'll be able to fold him inside and get some pressure through the B gap. And then he doesn't have the best anchor. It's kind of the same thing we were talking about with down blocks. At 6'8", he's almost always going to be playing with a higher pad level than the player he's going up against. So when his feet aren't set and he's playing with kind of a narrow base, he will have some occasional losses to power, and in general, he usually needs a few gather steps to really set his anchor. But I think he projects as a day 1 quality starter at left tackle with the upside to become top 5 at his position. What he gives you in both phases, pass blocking and run blocking, is what set him apart as my top ranked tackle in this class. And in most classes, I'd be comfortable taking him with a top 3 pick. He's probably going to be more of a top 5, top 7 pick in this class. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments any NFL players or teams that you'd like me to cover.